To Math 155. In this lecture video, let's take a look at simplifying expressions using power rule. So what is so-called the power rule says for any real number a to the n power, but then the whole thing is raised to a higher exponent on the outside. Okay, so what you see here is look at the exponent on the very outside. Okay, so if this is the exponent on the very outside, that makes a to the m the base. All right, so within, inside this parenthesis, you got to have one term. So when you see something like this, okay, base a to the n power, and if I raise into a higher exponent on the outside, then what we're going to do is multiply the exponents. Okay, so why do I have to multiply the exponents in this case? Because if we focus on the exponent on the very outside, then everybody inside is the base. So for this example here, 2 to the third is a base, so 2 to the third will actually time itself 4 times. So then now what we're looking at here is when the bases are the same and all the bases are multiplying, then we can simply add the exponents. So 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, 3 add itself 4 times. That's also equivalent of 3 times 4, which is 12 power. All right, so that's the reason why if we look at it from this perspective, we have to, the easiest way to do is multiply the exponent. Okay, so this is just another version. If I have two different factors inside the parenthesis, both of them raising to a higher power than outside. So currently my a and b are raising to the first power. So when I'm raising to a higher power on the outside, then it's almost like doing a distributor property on the exponent. Then I would now take my outer exponent n and multiply all the exponents for the factors that are in the inside. So that means I should get a to the n times b to the n. Okay, multiply all the exponent in the inside. All right, power rule C is simply just a division version of this power rule B. So again, when I'm raising to a higher exponent on the outside my parenthesis, that outer exponent n will distribute its power onto all the bases that's in the inside, or all the factors that's in the inside through multiplication. So that's why I come out to be a to the n over b to the n. Okay, let's look at some example real quick. Nothing hard. So how do I know it's time to multiply the exponent? Well, the first thing you got to see is the parenthesis with an exponent on the outside. The second thing you check is make sure what's inside the parenthesis is one term. So in that case, we can simply just multiply the exponent. So for this problem, there'll be x to the 15. All right. So same thing, one term inside, there's a parenthesis, outer exponent -1. So we'll distribute its power through multiplication. I purposely use the word distribute so we can remember to multiply. So now this will be y to the -5th power. All answer you key in Hawk's Learning got to be positive exponent. So my base y got to be flipped to the other side. So that become y to the 5th down here in the bottom. So there must be 1 on top since nothing else. All right, so this problem, x to the first, y to the first on the inside, both of them raising to a higher power on the outside. So my outer exponent 5 will distribute its power onto the x and the y's exponent, which is 1 right now by the using 1 for exponent rule that we introduced here at the very beginning of 4.4 to 4.5 integrated review. So here my answer got to be x to the 5th over y to the 5th. Okay, now let me give you this example real quick. If I have something like x plus y whole thing to the second power, this look just like what we have here with a power rule. But it's actually not the same thing because right now I got two terms in the parenthesis. Okay, so if I got two terms in the parenthesis like this, I cannot use our power rule. I cannot say, oh, the exponent 2 will multiply the exponent on top of the x and y and have x squared plus y squared. That's actually very wrong. So what do you do instead? Well, see, if you ever see a two term in the parenthesis raising to some kind of outer exponent, what you can do is write them out as x plus y times x plus y this way. Okay. Now what do I do next? Which we will actually talk about how to continue this problem in the next couple lecture video. All right. So in this lecture video, we talked about the power rule for exponents, which we will actually multiply. So to know it's time to multiply the exponent, we must see parenthesis first, one term in the inside, in order for the outer exponent to multiply. All right, that will conclude this lecture video. Thank you for watching.